Hello, welcome to Rewatch Reality with Reese. I am Reese, and today I wanted to discuss the implications of your imaginal scene. You see, the question came up yesterday with one of my friends actually. Uh, what does your imaginal scene mean? Like how do you know what it means? And this has come up again, frequently. Someone else asked me the same thing a couple of days ago actually, so I thought it'd be a good video. Don't quite remember how the implication came about, but the idea was that if you wanted to go on holiday somewhere, you would imagine yourself at the destination. I am in Barbados, and I think Neville imagined himself on the ship going to Barbados. He was like that. The implication of what he was imagining was he was going to Barbados. Right? He felt the water, he felt the rocking of the ship, he felt the stern or bow, whatever it was, and we were talking, and the idea of being on the plane came up, and my friend said, "Okay, well, you don't really know where the plane's going. The plane could be going anywhere. You could have a in-country flight, and then that could be the outcome of your imaginal scene." And I said, "Okay, right. Here's the thing. Your imaginal scene implies what you want it to imply. If you think that it implies something else, that's purely because you are doubting and having fear and coming from separation, that your higher self does not know you and does not know what you want and doesn't know what you are implying. You see, I did tell him that, okay, and I didn't mean this in an insulting way, and I don't mean this in an insulting way. Your higher self is not stupid. The higher self knows you better and more intimately than any one person ever will, because it is you. It knows you. It knows not just what you are conscious of, but what you have ever and will ever be conscious of in every reality that you are ever and have ever and will ever experience consciously. It knows you. So the very simple reason is that it is the sum total of what you are and ever will be and will ever experience. That's what your higher self is. But it does not function on its own. It does not do anything for its own accord. It goes according to what and who you are conscious of being. If you are conscious of being that higher self, if you are conscious of being the creator, and you have called forth an idea with the implication of calling this idea forth, for example, imagining yourself on a plane, knowing you're going to Hawaii, your higher self moves heaven and earth to make that a reality, because it already is a reality. When I say make it a reality, I mean bring it into your physical experiencing of it. You see that it doesn't have this mind of its own to do something with you. You see, if you think your higher self is doing something, or you need to get it right, you need to get this right, or your higher self's not going to understand what it is you want. You don't understand what it is you want, not your higher self. You are the one that's doubting, you are the one that's fearing, you are the one that's putting separation between you and your higher self. The consciousness that you are is that higher self. You're just directing where that power goes that you are one with. You see, it's in the driver's seat, but it doesn't know where to go, because it has no destination, but it doesn't really care where it's going because it's everywhere. Imagine being everywhere all at once, knowing that I don't have to go anywhere because I am everywhere. So where do you want to go? Because I'm already there, right? So it's a funny thing. Wow, after the fact, but I can imagine that when you're really going through it, it's like nerve-wracking, and it can be. And I felt that way before as well, so I'm deeply compassionate about this stuff. You're like, what does my scene imply? Nothing. Whatever you think it implies, it implies. If you think it's confusing or whatever, make one that's less confusing to you, because that's, you know what you want. But if you keep on putting more stuff that's doubt and fearful in the scene, that's who you're being. Beingness is what you are aware of. Your awareness gives life to everything. Everything it gives life to is you. You are everything that you're looking at is you. It's your awareness becoming in that instant, in every instant of now, it's becoming yours, right? So I couldn't quite remember where or how that conversation started, but it did involve the movie Bedazzled, which is quite funny. So if you have like a limiting belief or belief, whatever you want to call it, that's similar. It was Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley in the movie playing the devil. He made a wish, and because he wasn't succinct in his wish, and he tried and focused on getting it perfect and perfect, but he wasn't really doing getting it. She, as the devil, made his wish come true, but it like limited him in ways that he didn't understand. And it's not terrible either. It's just like he had small male parts becoming a basketball player, which is quite funny. So, and he said, no, I don't want those kind of limitations in my like wishes. I said, no, it's fine. Frame it another way. Just frame it another way. It is a movie, but and take it with a grain of salt. Yeah? Frame it another way that's more in line with being God, the creator, right? He made a wish, he made a desire, and he became an absolutely different identity that he could no longer recognize from his old identity. His old self died when he made the wish and became a new self. You can say those other things that happened to him is smaller manhood, and he sweats all the time playing basketball or whatever it was. And just other limiting beliefs that he may have had and brought with him. But he was a different, absolutely different person, and that's what I was trying to get past. Don't worry about don't worry about the things that you're considering negative with the wish. Consider what everything implies is that he's a brand new version of himself. You cannot go into tomorrow with yesterday. It's brand new, and that's gone. That you are brand new right here, right now. So that being said, your imaginal scene really doesn't have any kind of implication. It's a blank frame. Like, imagine yourself drinking water, right? Having a drink. It doesn't necessarily mean you're thirsty. It's kind of silly, but it's like if you're having a drink of water, it doesn't mean you're thirsty. It could mean anything. Your mouth is dry. You like the taste. You're just having a drink. You just felt like having a drink. It's you're training and you have water every couple hours to keep the water going in your system. It has no implication on its own. You give it the implication, right? If you are succinct and you are trusting and you are implicitly believing in your higher self, knowing exactly what you want, even if you don't quite know how it's meant to look, you have a knowing of what it is. You have a knowing of what it is exactly what you want. Your higher self knows that exactness of what it is you want, because you are limited by your 3D imaginal awareness in that sense, but you are unlimited in what you know it can be. Right? You're only aware of what you can like imagine now. Obviously, you can expand it going on, but there's no limit to the expansion. You aren't aware of all of it. Your higher self is aware of all of it. You are that unlimited being, obviously limited in what you can be aware of, but know that your awareness is not limited to anything, and your higher self is aware of that which is unlimited. Right? So when you know what you want, just imagine something to you that is that implication. You don't have to imagine yourself on a plane if you think that being on a plane doesn't actually imply what it is you want. Right? So very simply, imagine your end, because that's typically where uh, implication meets desire, right? Where you are experiencing what it is you want to experience, and you've experienced it already, and you're in the middle of it being your normal. So there's no implication there, but you can imply that no. Right now, I'm imagining myself as I would like to be. I am that person who is experiencing what it is I would like to be right now. I am that identity. I am in that reality. It's unfolding perfectly. I am the creator. What I say right now is my reality. I exist in that frame of reality. It's connected to this frame right now. All frames are connected, but my bridge of incidence is from right now onward. That I am that. Or you can just imagine yourself like in your end. It's what you imply it to mean, not what it does, not what the scene implies, what you imply the scene to mean. You calling it forth with the implication. So don't call it forth with your doubt. Don't call it forth with your fear. Don't call it forth with maybe this implies. No, it doesn't. You imply it. So that being said, thank you for being here. Hope that made sense. Excuse me a second. It's monkey by the window. Sort of. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for the liking. Thank you for the subscribing. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the support. I'm very grateful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. There is a Facebook group in the link below, and there's coaching available if you want it. Feel free to ask a question, to join the group and ask there. You'll get a lot of support. And thank you. Have a lovely day.